But this Draco's gonna just, goodbye, Torkoal. Nice. Oh, hey, I guess I'm uploading again. So, no draft analysis. The only draft analysis you're getting from me is I picked 9 mons I really wanted to use and compromised on 1. So, here we go. Week 1 game. Matchup here is really heavy in my favor. This is basically an all bulk, no bite team into mine. Because Iron Boulder, Lilligant are not that scary. Thunderous is a little scary. But Specs Hydrapple tears this defensive core to shreds. Best part about this game is I have the speed tier advantage, really annoyingly so, with like 1 or 2 points ahead in most cases. Only real threat to me right now is Terra Ground Boulder and like Pecharunt blocking my spin. First mon, Hisabeth, the Hydrapple, choice specs. Tera Poison in case we need to take a Lilligant hit or dodge a Pecharunt Poison. Most likely will not be clicking it unless Boulder is dead or weakened. We got Leaf Storm, Draco Meteor, Fickle Beam. That's legitimately all I need because nothing can switch into those with specs. Even mons like Spadef, Pecharunt, or Orthworm. Running Nasty Plot in the last slot just because if I get knocked, I want to still be able to hit hard. Eternity, Tentacruel. Clear Body to block the Pecharunt Parting Shot. We're built to 1v1 Pecharunt in the active, with Acid Spray plus Surf being a nice 2-hit KO unless it's max Spadef. So that way we can force it out in Rapid Spin. Also running Toxic because it's really good on Ting Lu and Unaware Clefable. Pickles, my Houndstone. Fluffy. No Tera on this guy, but he's still pretty good with the Ghost typing. Completely invalidates the Lilligant. Does a lot of good work against Boulder too, which basically forces the Terra Ground so it can even scratch me. Willow is great. Pain Split's really nice into a lot of these high HP mons. Other than that, we can just click Poltergeist and have a nice bit of priority. Eric, the Tinkaton. Typical Tinkaton spread here. Just does a whole boatload of things, mainly here to keep Thunderous honest, set up rocks, Encore, potential Calm Mind, Clefable, and hit some things with Ice Spinner. We're not running, or Ice Hammer. We're not running Knockoff because I don't want to get rid of items for Poltergeist, specifically on mons like Pecharunt. Jessica, the Farigiraf. Leftover Spadef. This is my main chip blocker for the Thunderous since it's the biggest threat to my team. We got a Wish Protect set with Baton Pass to pass out against Ting Lu to get Hydrapple in, and Psychic Noise to stop Wish Passing. Finally, Aleph, the Choice Scarf Darkrai. Basically a no-brainer bring for me. Outspeeds the booster speed Boulder, outspeeds a +1 Victory Dance Lilligant. Does huge damage to both of them. We run Trick just in case we don't need it. Alright. Whoa. Raw Torkoal sighting. Raw Torkoal sighting. Alright, that's something for sure. He hasn't told me his Tera type yet. He's typing Ground Boulder. That's what I expected. Alright, sick. No Alamomola. That's unfortunate, because that's like one of my Hydrapple main switch-ins, but that's okay. What's the lead here? I want to lead with Hydrapple, to be honest. I think I'm going to just lead with Hydrapple. What threatens it out? Pecharunt? They don't have the Alamomola lead. I could still lead with Darkrai, but I kind of feel like it might be either Ting Lu or Torkoal lead, so I'm going to lead with Hydrapple and just mash a Specs button right off the bat. Position on this Torkoal. Sick. Awesome. We got Drapple here. Alright. Torkoal, it's obviously Drought. Draco just Okos, so I'm just going to click Draco. I don't care too much if Clefable comes in because I have Tinkaton. I do have to be weary about Flamethrower in the sun. But this Draco's gonna just, goodbye Torkoal. Nice. Turn 1 KO for Hydrapple. Beautiful. Nice. Alright, that's sick. Torkoal's not doing shit this game. No rocks. Hopefully that thing was the rocker and Ting Lu has spikes or something. Or maybe no hazards Ting Lu. That'd be sick. Oh, here's Ting Lu. Okay, well, here come the hazards. Alright, I'm going to just swap in Houndstone. Yeah, I'll just swap in Houndstone here. I don't think it's that big a deal. I'm not too worried about what this wants to do, and I can potentially fire a Willow. If the not the Terrakion, if the Iron Boulder's Terra ground, then the Fluffy's not going to make that much of a difference anyway. Just one spike, that's fine. I'm glad it's spikes and not rocks. So I think I'm going to Will-O-Wisp here. They don't have a Will-O-Wisp switch in anymore. I could just go right back to Hydrapple and click Leaf Storm, but I want to get the Wisp on this first. Nah, okay. Not going to let me do that. That's fine, though. Clefable? Okay. So we'll find out if this is Magic Guard or Unaware right away. We'll see what we got here. I'm going to go Tentacruel for sure, though. Okay, it's Unaware. Expected that too, but Magic Guard Calm Mind was kind of scary. Going to go to Tentacruel just in case it is Flamethrower in the sun. Don't want to swap my Tinkaton into that for sure, especially when I need Tinkaton health for Thundurus. I could get a nice Toxic off on Ting-Lu here too. Ooh, Baton Pass. Okay. So it's Baton Pass. Probably Moonlight then. Maybe it could be Wish Protect, Baton Pass, Mono Fairy move, I guess. Thundy comes out. Do you have Volt Switch, Thundy? You don't kill me, that's for sure. I know you don't kill me. Unless you're like Choice Specs, I guess. Yeah, you don't kill me, but I need HP on this for Pecharunt. I could just spin, but this is probably just U-turn into Pecharunt, I would think. So I'll go Tinkaton. I can get my hazards up here, and one spike is not that bad for me to deal with. We'll find out if this is Specs right here. Could be Specs Volt Switch, I suppose. It is Volt Switch. That's unfortunate. Really thought they'd bring U-turn against Sandy Shocks, but I guess they just didn't respect the Shocks. Volt Switch, that looks like it's definitely not Specs. Okay, that's good. Not Specs on that. Question is, what did they bring in on Tinkaton now? They lost their Torkoal, and I imagine that was their main way of breaking Tinkaton. Ting-Lu, okay. Okay, this is free Hydrapple, and this is a free kill for Hydrapple. Beautiful. We will be doing that. I could also Rocks here, but I'm imagining Thundy is Boots. So I'm just going to go Hydrapple and get my kill with Specs Leaf Storm. If they double switch, that's fine. If they Whirlwind, it's annoying, but I can deal with it. We can potentially go Darkrai and trick the Scarf, but I do want to keep the Scarf seeing the Terra Ground Boulder. Ruination is perfectly fine. I'll just regen that off. And Specs Leaf Storm kill here. Well, it doesn't kill Pecharunt, but it'll do so much damage to Pecharunt that, like... Alright, this is going to tear this Ting-Lu to shreds. Almost one-shots. Darkrai's game is now wide open. And you set spikes. That's an interesting choice. They're really convinced I can't spin. Well, I'm just going to click Leaf Storm again. Okay, just going to sack Ting-Lu. Good thing I didn't switch out. Nice. That's 2 kills for Specs Hydrapple. Not bad. Okay, so this should probably be Thundurus. I guess it could also be Clefable or Pecharunt. Any of those, really. Oh, okay. Straight up Boulder. Can you kill me? No, right? You're booster speed. You cannot kill me. Okay, so my Darkrai still outspeeds this too. I'm about ready to just fire a Leaf Storm anyway. Iron Boulder, like a standard Swords Dance set, does 37%. But yeah, you can't kill me. At -4, I do enough to put you in Darkrai range, so I'm just clicking Leaf Storm. Fuck it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm not letting that happen. You're gonna take a -4 Specs Leaf Storm, and it'll do like 60%. Yep, that's Ice Beam range for Darkrai for sure. Actually, I think that might even be Dark Pulse range, and we're faster because we're Scarfed. So I'm just going to sack Houndstone. It's the least useful Mon. Poltergeist is nice on Pecharunt, but I don't need it because I have Specs Hisabeth. And once this thing is dead, I can just KO, you know. This Mighty Cleave about to do nothing too, by the way. Look at this shit. 0 damage. I'll just click Shadow Sneak for a little bit of extra chip. Put this for sure into Darkrai range. They'll, of course, Tera, so now I can Ice Beam. I should probably Ice Beam too to keep Thundurus honest. Good thing I brought Scarf Darkrai. Scarf Darkrai was a really good bring. This would have been quite annoying. Just a little bit of chip. And the Earthquake will take me out. It bypasses Fluffy, so it easily KOs me here. Yeah. That's fine. We will just be going to Darkrai and KOing this thing with Dark Pulse. I guess I'll click Ice Beam in case he decides to save it and swap Clefable in. No reason not to, I guess. Because the way I brought this in, like, you can tell I'm obviously Scarfed. If you want to save it, you will here. Yeah, they'll save it. Okay, that's fine. Hisabeth's healed up enough to take the hit. And I'm not giving it setup turns, ever. Ice Beam does okay damage. Okay, so now where from here? This is Baton Pass, probably. I could go to Jessica. Psychic Noise is pretty good here. I think I'm going to go to Jessica. I'm not too worried about anything this Clef wants to try, and if I could Psychic Noise something, if it tries to Wish Pass, that would be sick, actually. Yeah, that stops the Boulder from healing, too. And now that Boulder's lost its booster energy, I can trick with Darkrai. There's no way it's also got... Okay, Moonblast is great. I'll take that easily. No way it's also got Agility on that set. I think it probably would have had to click it first. So I will just be clicking Psychic Noise here. You don't have a switch in for it, now that Tinglu is gone. I wish this was a Specs Farigiraf now. That would have been so sick. Okay, this thing is dead to one more. Sick. Encore is perfectly fine. I'm not clicking anything besides that. He was worried about Calm Mind there, definitely. Well, I don't know why you would be, because you're unaware, but it makes sense, I guess, if I clicked Wish or anything. We'll just take this thing out with another Psychic Noise. Not quite. Barely hangs on, so it gets a little bit more damage on me. Just don't Spatak drop me. Nice. Good. We're still hooked up good to deal with Pecharunt. And if even if Pecharunt's a nasty plot set, like, I have Darkrai. We're never losing to a nasty plot Pecharunt. I should only have one more turn of Encore left after this. So yeah, Thundurus comes out. I'm just staying in here. This is one of my Thundurus checks. Encore ends next turn. So I'll just Psychic Noise here. You want to go Thunderbolt, that's fine. It will two-shot me from here, but I'm perfectly fine with just getting chip on this for Darkrai because Darkrai cleans with Dark Pulse from here. With just a little bit of chip on this. T-Bolt. Ooh, just solid damage. I don't think that's quite Dark Pulse kill range. I'll double check it. Psychic Noise should be doing 30. Yeah, that's about right for no bulk. So let's look at Darkrai, Scarf. Dark Pulse it has a chance to KO. Did my Encore end? I might Protect here. No, it didn't. Okay. I'm just sacking then. I'm done with this Mon. It did enough. I'll just go to Darkrai and click Ice Beam from here. I don't care if Pecharunt comes in. I can just sack stuff to get around Pecharunt. So, yeah, Darkrai Ice Beam always KOs from here. So we'll just do that. Like, if Pecharunt comes out here, it will bring the score down a bit, but I don't really care about the score. I'm just going to Ice Beam. Like I said, Dark Pulse is a range to KO, but it's totally not worth me even clicking. Because if I miss that range, that's really bad. Pecharunt could potentially be an issue. Not really, because I still have Hydrapple, but then Boulder could be an issue. They are going to switch. I should have just Dark Pulse, but never mind. They sacked Boulder. Ice Beam was fine. Okay, so now I can Tera Hisabeth to avoid any poison moves from that Pecharunt and Oko it with Draco Meteor, which is nice. But we will just be going Tinkaton when Petulant comes out here and clicking Encore, just in case it is like a nasty plot or substitute or any sort of annoying move set. So I think we're in the clear. We just got to get in the spot where a left can click Dark Pulse twice. Spikes hurts. Ow, my spikes. No Malignant Chain for you. I could technically Encore you into that. But I think I'd rather Encore you into Shadow Ball so I can swap Hisabeth in. Nah, I'm going to Encore you into Malignant Chain and swap in my Tentacruel. I think that's the fastest path. Wish I had Knockoff. I'm not going to waste a turn sitting in here and clicking Gigaton Hammer because it will do no damage. And Tentacruel's built to 1v1 this anyway, so we'll just go to it. Alright, take some spikes. Ooh, double switch, okay. Okay, I'm staying in this time then. I will be staying in this time and clicking Rapid Spin because Rapid Spin gets me all the chip I need. Just kidding, if they Volt Switch, I don't want that. I'm clicking Acid Spray. Okay, they're just going to Thunderbolt. I kind of figured that, but I live it. And I'm just going to get a nice little bit of chip. Darkrai now kills this, so Darkrai wins the game from here. I'll just sack Tentacruel. Volt Switch comes out, that's fine. This is in Dark Pulse range. Petulant is potentially Colbur, so I guess I'll go Hisabeth and click Draco Meteor. Or click Fickle Beam. Fickle Beam's the better click, I think. Nah. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth doing that. Because I could potentially lose to, like, Colbur crit on Darkrai or some shit. So yeah, let's do it this way. We'll just go Hisabeth, Tera to Poison, and click Fickle Beam or Draco Meteor. Let me just double check the calcs on the Petulant. Because I haven't hit it with anything. We're going to say max HP, max Spadef to be the most careful. Shadow Ball's doing nothing to me. Fickle Beam is not a 2-hit KO, but it has the chance to do the thing. So we're going to click it. I didn't Tera, like an idiot, but that's okay because they clicked the Ghost move. That did nothing anyway. Okay, it's not Spadef. Cool, we'll just Tera and finish this then. So I live another Poltergeist. Poltergeist is interesting. That would have let it 1v1 my Tentacruel, I think. But another Fickle Beam should do it in, and if I get the 30% chance of double damage, then it's totally dead. Ha! Baited! Baited! We call that bait. Alright, I don't get it, but Petulant's dead. Petulant drops, and I'm not letting Hisabeth drop. I'm gonna let Tinkaton drop to get Darkrai in safely. There's no reason to let this mon who put in so much work take the fall when I can just sack Tinkaton and get Darkrai in for the finish. Gotta keep my Hydrapple stats good, you know. Pretty good debut for that mon. Man, if I was Custap, I'd just get full parried anyway, like the last time I was Custap. Come on, don't get full parried, don't get full parried. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Actually, the last 2 times I was Custap, now that I think about it, like obscenely hard. I'm gonna get full parried here too, just watch. Yeah, maybe I should stop running Custap. Because I've been full parried on it a few too many times at this point. Alright, let's go. Darkrai for the win. And we didn't even have to spin the spikes. And we didn't even bring any heavy-duty boots mons. I'll click Ice Beam. Just in case this is like AV. Ice Beam will still kill. Goodbye. Nice. Week 1 dubs.